This morning I'm here at HoCo Turf. I'm actually picking up my new Gravely mower. I'm excited about this because Gravely asked me to be a Gravely ambassador for 2019, and part of that is I get to demo a mower. The mower that I'm actually going to be demoing is the 452. I chose this mower mainly because of the seat. I know what you guys are going to say. Kevin, you're back. How are you going to handle sitting down? I know it's going to rock my back a little bit, so that's why I chose this mower, was for the fact that it does have a seat that is an air ride seat. I'm actually hoping that that's going to help my back out and not destroy me. I am excited to get the opportunity to try out a sit-down mower. A sit-down mower, as you guys know, I've always used stand-ons, never used a sit-down before. And to get the opportunity to try one out like this for a long-term demo is awesome to me. I do want to say a big thank you to Gravely. They have been great. I went on that trip. They were like, as soon as I got there, they treated you like family, which was awesome. Those guys are awesome. The people behind Gravely are just some great people. And I definitely think it's awesome that they chose someone like me, someone who has absolutely never used a Gravely product. You guys know that all I've ever used is SCAG. And I absolutely love my SCAGs. They're a great mower. But to have this opportunity to step away, use another brand, I think it's awesome that they're willing to listen to somebody like me that's never used their product. So like I was saying, I'm here at HoCo Turf. HoCo has been absolutely awesome. They've been my Gravely dealer of choice. I actually met Corey, the owner, just a little bit before I became a Gravely ambassador. I got the opportunity to talk to him a little bit, get to know him a little bit. He's an awesome guy. I could see that this was the kind of guy that I wanted to work with because I knew he was going to do what he had to do to help me out. He's actually was in the lawn care business before he started the dealership, so he knows what I'm going through. He understands what's going on whenever a mower goes down and how much I need something to use to keep going, because this is the way I feed my family. So if you are in the Little Rock area and you are interested in a Gravely mower, make sure you check out HoCo Turf. Come talk to Corey. So like I said, I'm here with Corey from HoCo Turf. He's gonna actually take me through the mower here and give me the rundown on it, because I don't know much about Gravely. As you guys know, all I've ran is SCAG so far. So I'm appreciative to Corey to take this on, to work with me as the Gravely ambassador. I know it puts a little extra work on him, but it's exciting to work with him and be around his shop and see what he's got going on.
Okay, so first thing, this mower's got safeties. I tell people don't rely on your safeties. Everything electronic can go bad, but realistically and theoretically, you're supposed to be in the seat before you start it. However, you can start it as long as the brake's up. At any point in time, if the PTO is turned on, which is it's almost like an emergency switch, if you run over something, you can pop it down really fast. We will never start with that up if it's not already running. You have to be in the seat to have your blades engaged. So if you ever have a problem, you're on a job and it don't start, the first thing I tell people is to check your PTO, make sure it's not pulled up, make sure your brake is pulled up, and it should start. If it doesn't after that, there's some fuses, they're real easy to get to. They're right here in a sealed box. You push this, it pops out the bottom. All your fuses are right here. That's the second thing to check if it doesn't start on the job. Personally, I was in the business for 10 years doing lawns, and I've used all types of mowers. Gravely were the best I ever used. So in a personal experience, I can stand behind what I'm selling because I've used it. I know what it's capable of. Your height selection on the 400 series is really simple. Look here, there's an arrow there. Whatever number's up top, that's what you're on. You just dial it. Push the pedal, pull back on that, and release the pedal, and that puts your deck down to wherever your height selection was. This one is equipped with the air ride seat. Very expensive, but very comfortable model. One way you air it up with the key on only, it'll air up. I say stand up off the seat, air it up, then test it, because it puts less pressure on your airbag and the motor. You can run that motor hot and you might blow a fuse. This way, that lets the air out. Gas gauge on either side. You've got two tanks, both of them hold about 6 gallons of gas. power port if you need to charge your phone or your iPod or whatever you're listening to. Tank selections right here, left or right or off. Hydraulic expansion tanks. Another thing, you never see anything in those hardly at all, and people will call and say, I think I'm low on oil. That's an expansion tank. It's fine. It shouldn't have much in it. When certain valves close or open, it lets the fluid come back to that. So don't freak out. You should be able to look down in there and see a little bit of fluid. You're probably good. This one is equipped with a bagger that Gravely put on. Pull this rope, this thing will come down. It picks up off of where it's riding right now. It's about a 10-minute removal at the most by yourself. The turbine system, or the what they call the vacuum assist on this, real simple. You've got a pin down here to pull, then you pick this straight up off. Again, it's really simple to remove this and put it on for a user, especially a commercial guy that he's got so many hours in a day that he can work. So I do love that system. I love the way that it is. After you get it all put together, I highly recommend you have a dealer put this together the first time to get it on the machine. After that, it's simple. Easy access for your maintenance on all your belts. This mower has what they call a constant belt tensioning system. It does all the tensioning for you. The days of adjusting your belts and spending your weekends working on that kind of stuff to make sure the life of your, the longest life you can get out of your belt, that's over. That does it for you. Seems to be a great system. They started a couple of years ago, I believe. All of my mowers that I ever had were the older ones, and I didn't have that. I had to check that tension and make sure I didn't have too much, or your spindles suffer, all your bearings suffer, your motor suffers because it's got too much pressure on all the turning parts. This does all that for you. Really simple deal. It's all sealed bearings, very reliable bearings. You'll get more hours out of these bearings I have seen personally than you do greasable bearings, because people forget to grease them, or unfortunately a lot of commercial guys aren't the ones doing their own stuff. They have people out doing it for them, and their people just don't grease it. They don't buy it, they don't pay for it, they just use it. It's their job to ride it, and they don't take care of it like you would. So it's a great system. You have 2 grease fittings on this mower, 1 on each front wheel, just so you can get the wheel off and the bolt doesn't rust into it. You can put grease seats in your front bearings, your forks, if you want to. Usually when you service it, every year, once a year, when you do your greasable service, I'd recommend go ahead, put a grease seat in that, shoot some grease to it. Not going to hurt anything. A little background on me. I started in September of 2017 here. I sold my landscaping business. I'm a firm believer that if you give people service and you stand behind what you say, that you can make a living helping other people make a living. I started this, like I said, in September of 2017. My wife and I, her name's Holly, my name's Corey, hence HoCo. The name's kind of catchy, so I want people to, stick in people's mind. Our first year we sold 63 lawnmowers, which everybody said was good. I had nothing to compare it to, so I don't know. This year we seem to be on track. The weather's kind of fighting us, and of course anybody out there that's in the landscaping business, you're suffering because of it too. But we'll see what God's got in store this year. I know Mr. Frost, getting hooked up with Mr. Frost here and all the things that he's doing to promote the business, that it's unheard of what he and his partner Blake out of Hot Springs are doing. Watch their videos, every one of them you can. If you're in the landscaping business like I was, I'm excited about what they're doing, and I'm not in the business. He comes here to talk about my business and help me promote my business, and that's great, and I just can't quit talking about his business and what they're doing, because they're helping other people to expand and diversify their businesses, and I believe it's a beneficial thing to the whole market. Competition is not a bad thing. I love Gravely dealers being out there, because I know I can sell a Gravely and they can get it serviced somewhere. They don't have to pull it to me every time. If they're in Conway and they have something go down in Conway, Arkansas, there's a store there. If they're in Benton, Arkansas, there's a store there. They can get their stuff serviced, and that's what it's all about. You guys making a living. If you make a living, I'm gonna make a living. So the things that they're doing, I'm telling you, I highly encourage you to go check it out and look into some of the things that they're doing to diversify themselves and turning not just a lawn customer, one customer not just doing their lawns, they're doing everything for these guys, and they're getting to upsell a lot of products, and it's making them money, of course, but it's also helping them provide one customer. It's simplifying it for one customer. They can go to one guy for everything. They don't have to go all over the place to get their stuff done. We live on and we thrive on providing the service and being honest and telling people the truth. And if we say we're going to do it, we're going to do it. If you don't need it done, we don't do it. My labor rates right now are probably fairly cheap because I don't compare it to other people. I just want to give everybody a fair deal, and as long as I'm making a living, I'm fine with that. 25 914 Highway 10. Come out, meet me, hang out, ride some of the mowers. Give them a test ride. If you're not already a Gravely owner or a Gravely user, give them a shot. I did. I never regretted it. And when I sold my business, I sold all my mowers with it. Some of them had over 2,000 hours. They're still making the people money. So this is an investment. To me, it was an investment that kept making me money. I didn't just spend the money and say, I've got a really nice mower, I'm going to show it off on the trailer every time I go to a gas station, and people are going to think I'm really professional because I got a good looking mower and it's red and everybody sees it. I made a lot of money with my mowers because I didn't have downtime, and they worked long after I paid for them. So it wasn't a rent it and use it until it's wore out and then I have to go buy another one. It was a long-term investment for my company. So come out and, like I said, meet me. We keep a few cold drinks in the fridge, have a drink. I got a TV. You want to sit and watch TV? We'll watch TV. But let's get to know each other. I'd love to have your business. I would love to see you with a Gravely because I'd love to see you promote that brand. And as I said, get with Mr. Frost and see if you can't. He can help you with your business. These guys have a playbook they go by, and they're all about helping you. So get with him, and I would appreciate your time if you'd come out and meet me again. And that's really all I can say.
I'm here in the office and I'm actually editing the video that you just watched. This video was filmed probably like 5 or 6 months ago, possibly more. It was at the beginning of the season. As you guys know, I haven't put out much content this season. I'm sorry for that. Things have been really busy. I've been really focused on the business and growing the business, so I kind of put that before YouTube. But the day I was there with Corey, I didn't actually end the video. I never made an ending. So I do want to take a minute here and say thank you to Corey for his time with filming this video. I really appreciate it. I also want to say I'm sorry. I did expect to have this out a little sooner than this. But guys, if you are in the Little Rock area and you want to go check out Corey and HoCo Turf, make sure you go do that. They are a great place. I have not seen Corey much this season because the Gravely mower has been running great. Haven't really had any problems with it, so I haven't had to take it to him to have it worked on. And because of that, I haven't got to hang out with him much and haven't got to see him much. So again, Corey, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. And hopefully I'll be over there sometime soon. Maybe we can hang out. But until then, just know I really appreciate you and the guys there at HoCo Turf. So guys, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what you think of Gravely mowers, what you think of this video, and maybe some content if you want to see something else.